Hello and welcome to Serbia for live coverage of the Women's European Handball Championships. Clayton Lucas here with you for action from Group D as Romania take on Iceland. Romania let slip a 6-goal lead in their opening match against Russia to end up drawing the game 21-all. And it'll be interesting to see how that will have affected them as they get ready for this game. That's currently how the group looks. Montenegro are through to the main round. Romania could book their place with a victory here over Iceland. It's crunch time really for both teams, as a loss for either could spell the end of their campaign. Iceland currently bottom, as you saw from the graphic, and are looking like the whipping girls of the group with a minus 10 goal deficit and no points. The two officials for this one who will be in charge, and as always, it's the harsher of the offence is given, in so much as they both call for something different. It's whichever is the more penal gets called. So the players out onto court, just getting their names called out to the crowd here in Vjats. We're at the Millennium Hall, 4,000 capacity. The Icelandic fans hoping against hope for a victory today. On-court announcer just going through the formalities before we have the national anthems. We'll start with Iceland then, and we'll finish with Romania. So then the anthems are over, and we are just moments away from the start of this one. The referees, who we pointed out earlier, from Denmark, Melena Lithier and Karina Christensen, will be in charge. That's the lineup for Iceland. A lot will ride once again on goalkeeper Gudni Jenny Asmundsdottir. how well can she perform, just how many can she keep out. Actually has scored a goal, 35 international matches so far. Raquel Bragador with 84 games, and look at that, 257 goals, and we'll be looking to add to that tally. For the Romanian lineup, well, plenty of strength in depth and a really talented outfit, but as always, sort of perennial underachievers, and they highlighted that in their draw with Russia on the first game. Correa was sensational, 7 from 7 for her, and Terida Tolnai was inspirational in goal, keeping Russia out for 15 minutes. Now, August Johansson was getting really quite upset with his players during their game against Montenegro. Giudi Tadici was trying to get his message across, but just couldn't seem to find the impetus he needed when it was required to get his team to maintain their lead against Russia. A couple of fans just spotted themselves on the big screen, and they have just gone out across the world as well. Now the camera's this way. There you go. So Asmundsdottir takes her place in goal for Iceland. And Tolnai takes her place. It's Iceland who are attacking in the blue, and Romania defending in the red and yellow in this Group D encounter in the Women's European Handball Championships here in Serbia. Iceland have to win. Romania, no, another draw would be good enough for them to go through. Not Bradnew who got the yellow card. In fact, it was number 11, Manea. And first goal for Iceland. That's a great start for them. Just what they needed. Hrafnihildur Skúladóttir with the goal. Romania back on level terms pretty quickly. Well, that was unlucky. Tolnai a little bit upset, but Iceland doing everything right so far. Fast opening pace to this match. Whistle's gone, goal won't count. Nice save. Good angle by Jenny Asmundsdottir. Iceland away quickly. Well, there's holes opening up and they just haven't taken the advantage. There was some massive gaps then for Iceland to go through, and they just seem to dawdle slightly. Mirosiu, who starts this one, doesn't normally. She's someone who comes in towards the end of the match, certainly did against Russia, more of a second string player, but getting the nod against Iceland, as you might expect. It is a chance for head coach Georgi Tedici just to rest a few players in what he will expect, in all honesty, to be a win. That's unlucky. All that effort in the end comes to nothing. Iceland moving the ball quickly, drawing Romania out, but the shot was high, wide, and not at all handsome. That, though, is a very nice effort. Mirosu with the goal. Iceland in the area, so ball goes the way of Romania. That really was a fiery outburst, wasn't it, from August Johansson? He does that a lot. Just don't see the point in it, really. Well, having been on the receiving end myself as a player, not in handball but in another sport, it just doesn't help you as a team to be screamed at by your coach if you've done something wrong. You didn't mean to do it wrong. You're not there to try and do it wrong. That's a good goal from Bradnew. As Romania go back in front. What you need is some positive encouragement generally. You'll be reminded of every mistake you make when you make it. It does change your mentality. You end up playing trying not to make a mistake instead of playing to get on and do the job, and it does have a different effect on the way you play and generally on the outcome as well. Although over time you do just get to switch off and ignore it, and then of course you're not taking in any useful information when it should come your way because you're expecting something negative. That's better from Iceland. Nice take, good finish around the outside of Pintea. And number 5, Ruth Johnsdottir, will be happy with that. This is excellent work from Iceland, I have to say. It's 4-4, 7 minutes in, giving as good as they get. They did that against Montenegro, but in the end, just ran out of puff. Chance here for Iceland. Good finish, and they have the lead. Good breakaway goal from Dagny Skuladottir. Pick that one out. So Romania with the error, and Iceland could go 2 in front here. So they get a shot away. Skuladottir, and on comes number 5, Jonsdottir. Karen Nutsdottir, the playmaker, switches between her and number 7, Rachel Bragadottir. Good finish, excellent goal from Ruth Jonsdottir, and it is 6-4 now. It's the perfect start for Iceland. Romania slow to close the gap, but that's good work from the other players for Iceland, who drew the defence away from where the ball was eventually thrown. Is this going to be one of those matches where Romania end up being all over Iceland and end up losing? And apologies if I've just upset anybody by saying that, with only 10 minutes on the clock and still 50 to play. But Romania have had a fair few chances, haven't they? And they contrived not to score. Good save. Telida Tolnai. She had MVP against Russia in the first match. And Romania now back on track. Oh, that's a great finish. Ruth Jonsdottir, 3 from 3 for her, and 3 very good goals, it has to be said. Iceland have definitely stepped up their game. And look at that, competing with Romania in terms of shot efficiency. That's nice work from Vera Bradnew. Another good goal. Iceland really are giving better than they get at the moment. 8-5 up. I don't think they would have quite expected this. Certainly Romania wouldn't have expected this, and that's why Georgi Tadici calls timeout. This was not in the script for Romania, and Georgi Tadici is not a happy bunny.
Concentrați-vă, intrați în joc! Dă-ne-la în extremă! Rămâi afară! Da, intrăm din extremă de acolo cu transformare. Închide-mă dați drumul la minge, jucați în adâncime pe poartă. Cu schimbare de direcție, dați drumul la limita faultului, dați drumul la minge. Nu mai rămânem cu mingea în mână. Ducem faza a doua, aduceți mingea repede și dați drumul pe succesiv. Da? Urmărește să creăm superioritatea numerică.
Hai mă, fetele, apărare, fetele, apărarea nu merge, haide!
So that's the nice side of the coin for August Johansson. Just wait till his team are 3 behind and see what he's like. Romania strike back from the timeout. Nichita. Good save. Romania know they're in a game and they've just stepped it up a gear now. Bradnew with the goal. Oh, that's lovely. That's a brilliant angle. And quite rightly, Rosa Stefansdottir can celebrate that one. That's a brilliant goal. Right across and into the far top corner. It's almost like a completely different team we're watching in terms of how Iceland are playing. Looking far more potent up front. Manela Stanka, number 10 for Romania, playing centre-back. Part left-back, actually, 2 centre-backs to her right. That's a good goal, another great finish. The crowd with something to celebrate. And Iceland, remarkably, keeping their lead over halfway through the first half. This would be a huge upset for them to win, but it's well within the realms of possibility. Nice finish. Well, it's end-to-end stuff. Stanka with the goal. Romania, though, still behind. And now, at last, Romania are back on level terms, but they've had to work hard to get there. That's really well done. Just drifted one way, shot the ball back the other. Good interception. Jelena Dinča with the hand in the way to deny Iceland getting the ball out to the wing to Stefansdóttir. Still more work to be done. Passive play warning against Iceland. Good finish. Stanka acting as a right winger. Taking it, turning, scoring right through the legs of Armundsdóttir. So a warning given to number 5, Jónsdóttir. Relatively clean game so far. And I spoke too soon, didn't I? So Bragadóttir gets a 2-minute suspension for her troubles. It's going to be a 7-metre throw. Penalty given against Iceland. Palasdóttir looks slightly bemused. Well, defending in the area. Doesn't go down well with the officials. And in fact, the official just explaining to Palasdóttir why it was given. You're leaning into her, your foot was in the area. So it's a penalty. Correa scores.
Kemur vinstra megin, Karen á miðjuna, Rut hægra megin, Arda kemur niður á hægra horn og Dagný vinstra megin, 11 á hægri, gefur sér 10 að snúa og tala saman þegar við komum tilbaka. 6 mark úr höfnum, 3 þegar við erum komin tilbaka. Sóknarlega, halda breytinni, halda búin að spila. 11, X og hérna 3 í fínu lagi. Núna með í 4 mánuð, aðeins meiri pásu og komist þið niður og sendingin tilbaka. Fljótar tilbaka, halda því. Komið ykkur réttum yfir línumanni. 4-2 núna, alltaf að koma sér ekki í bakkinu. Koma sér í kringum hana. Það er leita og leita og leita. Koma!
Well, I said, didn't I? Look out for him when things aren't quite going their way. And true to form, August Johansson reading a riot act to his team. And in stark contrast, Giorgi Tedici, now his team are 2 up. He's all calm. So 1 more back then for Iceland. On the face of it, and I think when they look back, if they can end this half either 1 up level or 1 behind, Iceland will feel they've done a pretty good job. They won't want to let Romania start to run away with it. So Smedescu comes in. She came in against Russia, made a few good penalty saves, but is unable to stop Iceland. Long ball, hopeful, and a little bit too hopeful. Stanker is crowded out. And it's a 2-minute suspension for Ruth Jonsdottir. She can't believe it. There were 3 Icelandic players under the ball, all going for the ball. Well, at least that's what they'll be saying. So 4 minutes to go for Iceland. 1.5 with a player down. Well, that was always coming, wasn't it? You just felt as if the ball got away from Stella Sigurdsdóttir. She's kind of hoping the referee wouldn't spot it. Just those little basic errors beginning to creep into Iceland's play, but that's good defending. So Sigurdsdóttir making up for it. Well, that one goes astray. And the longer this game goes on, the tighter Iceland are going to get, and you feel a few more of those errors are going to creep in. Romania back to 2 in front. Velia Kurea. Nice. Completely wrong-footed the keeper, did Bragadottir. Now, as soon as they hit her foot, goes to the other side. So the chance to draw level is possibly not going to be on the cards here, unless they can hold Romania off and have one last attack before we get to the buzzer. Mirosu comes in. Correa with the ball. Radnew, Morisu. Good finish. That'll do nicely. Romania will keep the lead going into the first half break. Well, that was unlucky. And so at the buzzer, it's Iceland who will be a little disappointed. Opportunities wasted. They started so brightly. Find themselves 2 goals behind. But at the start of this game, they would have taken that, that's for sure. They are by no means out of this one. Romania took a rocket from the coach, Tadici, to get themselves back into the match. And they have now got themselves a lead. And as the teams go off at half-time, it's Romania 15, Iceland 13. There's your top scorers, Bradnew and Johnsdottir, and these are where the goals have come from. I'll join you again shortly for the start of the second half. Until then, we'll see whether or not Iceland will be able to get themselves back into this match. It promises to be an absolute thriller. I'll catch up with you shortly. So away we go then for this second half. Iceland gave a very good performance in the first half and really did surprise Romania. But it is Romania who have the lead, and they will be looking to extend it here during the course of this next 30 minutes. Iceland will be looking to keep them out, and if they can, cause a massive upset. Romania on the attack. Marusu, number 18, with the ball. Bradnu bumped out of it, but Marusu gets it back. And Manea feeling the full force of that one from number 8, Stella Sigurdóttir, and unfortunately Stella Sigurdóttir, she will be going to the bench with that forearm around the neck. But that's in part because Manu was falling to the floor when she started that. It wasn't round her neck, was it? August Johansson going berserk again from the sidelines, but it seemed to have paid dividends because his team have kept Romania out. Well, it's no surprise. You can look and stare at the ref all she wants. It's not going to change the decision. Mirosa's going to take a 2-minute suspension, and quite rightly, when you consider that Sigurdóttir took a 2-minute suspension for exactly the same thing, and probably not quite as violent as that. The hand was out, but it's again the case where the players come in, and as they're going down, they're sort of taking that duck, and of course, what would be a body check becomes a check around the neck, face area, and that's it, suspension. Nice take. Good defending from now. Chance here, maybe. Offensive foul given. Just took too long, did Ramune Pekaskait. The chance to shoot was there when she got the ball, but she dawdled. Gave away the foul. Good save, well worth the celebration. Osmansdottir putting the ball up and over the bar. And unlike football, if it comes off of the keeper and goes over the baseline, it becomes her ball. If it comes off a defender and goes over the baseline, then it's the attacking team's ball. They keep possession. Apologies to those of you that know that. For those of you just joining and new to handball, it does help to get an idea of what's going on. And similarly, Iceland lost the ball on that last play because it hit Sigurdóttir below the knee. So possession goes to the other team. Too many steps taken by the Romanian player, travelling called. Chance, nice pass, good save. That's an excellent save. Chance here for Iceland. Oh, that's a poor pass. It just lacked that little bit of energy in it, didn't it? It was almost like as a tentative effort. And the brilliant save from Asmundsdottir comes to nothing because it's a penalty. Correa. Well, should be happy enough now. Stop the first shot and then save the penalty. Well, that is a worry. They need to put this ball in the back of the net, Iceland. Stop the rot. It's going to count. Is it the goal or not? We've got a 2-minute suspension for Morisot again. That's a second. Then just come back on. Oh, pushing her while she was in the air. It's a great goal. But it's not going to count, which is a shame, really. But the whistle went very quickly. Just a little bit too high and not fast enough out wide. There's a right scrap going on. The centre of court, Asmundsdottir it was who kept hold of the ball in passive play. Warning being signalled by the referee, and eventually they kept hold of the ball for too long. So Romania come away with it now. Good save. Iceland looking for a goal. Good save. Paula Ungurianu, who was named in the squad today. Romania only had 15 named. They were just waiting to see on who was going to be fit from the squad that initially named before the tournament. So Paula Ungurianu is in ahead of Telja Tolnai at the moment, number 21. Andrea Smedescu also available to play, as you've seen, number 1. So Romania with 3 goalkeepers for this match. Iceland just relying on Asmundsdottir. The other keeper they have, 30, is Haraldsdottir. And at last, Iceland make a breakthrough. Jónsdóttir with the goal. Nicely done. Iceland holding the line. It looks like it came off of Asmundsdottir, so Romania will keep possession. Good save from the keeper. On her toes. And another good save. Although that one did indeed must have caught those. They keep the ball. Iceland have it now. Skúladóttir. Bragadotir again, it'll bounce pass inside, but no way through. Well, Gudmundsdottir was looking for more than what she got. She was wanting a penalty. And the referee's just saying, no, you can keep possession. And that's as good as it's going to get for you at the moment. Bragadotir. Oh, it's going to be a 7-metre throw. Penalty given away by Elena Parashiv. Sigurðardóttir wriggled her way through, fouled in the act of shooting, and there is really no thought at all for the outcome of what these players do when they're shooting. It's just all about having a shot, getting it on target if they can, and then the floor and the impact comes afterwards. Hrafnhildur Skúladóttir with the penalty and the goal for Iceland, and they're back on level terms. Romania, well, it's squeaky bum time for them, isn't it? This is not the easy game they thought it was going to be. Not by a long shot. That's a good effort as they edge back in front. 20 minutes to go. Still all to play for. Too many steps. Radineu it was, the guilty party, number 25 for Romania. So we'll change up. Knutsdottir coming in for Bragadotir in the centre for Iceland. Knutsdottir, the playmaker now. No space out on the wing. Skúladóttir manhandled by Parashiv. Still Iceland will keep it. Minea getting a little too up close and personal for the referee's liking. Romanian fans hollering and whistling. Passive play is being signalled. This is going to be Iceland's last chance, surely, before the referee decides enough's enough, gives the ball to Romania. And indeed, here comes the shot. Oh, good goal! Nicely done. Romania Pekaskait over the top of her teammates and into the top corner. Keeper completely unsighted. Nice take, not the best of passes, and it's an interception, and Romania can bring it away. They really are having to fight hard, Romania, here. This is Iceland's European Championship final. As far as they're concerned, it's their big effort, chance to get into the main round if they can win this one. Certainly a big chance, a big opportunity. That's not going to count. I mean, they're travelling, and so Iceland have the ball. It's all square. The clock ticks down. Palace-Dottir with the ball. I wouldn't say Iceland have brought this game down to their level, far from it. Playing some excellent handball, causing Romania problems. Romania, though, still happy to put some of the bench personnel on court. It could prove costly. So it came off of a Romanian defender. Iceland keep it. Timeout called. Now, what kind of mood is August Johansson going to be in?
Sóknarlega, við erum rosalega mikið að núna í kontaktinu með alltaf djöflastíðin. Ef við náum að losa aðeins fyrr, þá fáum við góða stöðu. Þessu sóknuna klárum hana þannig, Rakel kemur á miðjuna og hérna Ramone komum vinstra megin og við förum í nefa vinstri. Dani, þú reyna að bjóða, ég reyna að forfinda og koma boltan. Arnar, þú líkur inn við milli 2 og 3. Það komum á góð tæming á blokkina, skila sér tilbaka, Stefán, halda varnarleikur, hlustu, halda varnarleikur, við þurfum núna 23 mörg og hraðar á síðustu 15.
Nu var un gol framför. Och då tog gol mais minuter.
Well, you'd have to say that August Johansson scores a 0 on the angriometer. But Georgi Tadici is probably up there on about a 4 or a 5 out of 6. Sure, there if it's the angriometer or the frustratometer. All the emotions for the coaches, having to watch their team in action. Again, Iceland looking to see if they can make something happen. Good stop. A little bit too far out this time for Petroskaj. Nice play and a chance here for Iceland. Oh dear. Well, for as good as a keeper Asmundsdottir is, a long ball isn't quite so good, is it? She'll never make a quarterback. So that one doesn't stay on target. Iceland escape and score and move back in front. Petroskaj is making a big impact for her team. She looked a little bit slow in the opening match, but she's certainly up to game speed here against Romania. 17-16. A quarter of the match left. Can Iceland hold on? That's one attack that fizzles out. from Romania's point of view. A few words there from Elena Pantea to the referee. She's not happy with the decision, and Tadic saying she was pushed. I expect August to say he probably couldn't see it. Well, that yellow card for Tadic for his protestations. And he said, what have I done? It's amazing, isn't it? Every time a coach gets a card, it's like, me? How could I possibly have done anything wrong? So an offensive foul, and Romania have the ball. But each time they come down the court and don't score, the pressure mounts for Romania. But that will do nicely, and the pressure eases off as Aurelia Bradnew takes it by the scruff of the neck this game and fires that one in. I have to wonder what on earth Petra Skype was doing. If she's trying to block that ball, she ended up turning sideways and creating a channel for it to go through. Took her eye off it as well. Had no clue where it had gone. Nice offload. Well, chance to shoot, really. There was space there. Decided to put a bounce pass. It doesn't come off, and now Romania have it. More changes for Romania. Correa on the left wing goes off, and in comes Elena Dinča, her natural replacement in that department. Correa acting more as a defensive winger, and Dinča as an attacking one. Whistle had already gone. The goal doesn't count. Stanka can't believe it. It's just not quite going their way. Well, that's Rakel Bragadottir, who's in some pain on the floor. Oh yeah, gets caught with the elbow in the shoulder. It's going to sting. Let's hope she doesn't bruise like a peach. Now, what can Bragadottir organise here? What can she orchestrate? And she sends this ball left and right, left and right. Oh, they get away with it. Stanka told to cut it out. Well, Romania coming out to close down Iceland, and it's worked. If the passing had been a little bit crisper from the team in blue, they may well have created a chance. And now August Johansson gets a yellow card, and just as Tadic did, he's like, what am I doing? Why have I got that? Well, he's gutted because he feels his team were being fouled, and that's why he's up in arms, and that's why he's got himself a yellow card. Geiger comes in. Not seen much of her, have we? All right, back, number 55, Anna Maria Geiger. And Romania now having to go to the big guns to try and get this one done and dusted. Bradnew fires home. Iceland have been able to compete with Romania's I wouldn't say second string, but I guess in reality it probably is. And now Stanka's had to come in, Bradnew's come in, Geiger's come in, as they look to just ease away if they can. Also in is Pintea, number 6. And there's still time as well for them to kind of get up to game speed, so it's pretty clever play by Tajici. And Guriano stays in and she makes the save. Padashev out on the wing. Good finish from Stanka. Romania now have a slight cushion. Iceland turn their backs and pay the price. Iceland with a timeout. Get ready for a rocket from Johansson.
Insistăm prea mult cu șuturile jos. Dreapta ei jos în niciun caz. Nici semi-înălțime. Trebuie să avem un pic răbdare, bine Mica. Trebuie să avem răbdare să meargă mingea. Melinda. Pe primul pas, dacă nu poți pe primul, pe al doilea, urcă și din urcare, nu din cădere. Și nu pe contact cu ea. Dacă a ieșit la tine pe contact, dă drumul la pas mai departe. Ioane, nu fugi în momentul în care ajunge mingea la interstânga, nu fugi de acolo. Se creează superioritatea numerică. Băi, trebuie să jucăm cu răbdare și trebuie să alergăm. Uite, dacă le-am alergat puțin... Haide, fetele!
Well, calmer than perhaps we might have thought from Johansson. He knows that there's still a chance for Iceland here. He's kept his cool. Can his team keep theirs and get themselves back into it, up against Romania's toughest team now? The starters are on court. They have a penalty. Cruelest of blows as that one comes off the upright and back out to a Romanian player, and Skuladotte high fives disconsolately with her teammates as they now have to defend, and a chance to get back to within one goes begging. Geiger, Bradnew, Geiger again, comes in, has space to move. Padashev waiting out here on the right wing. Good finish. Bradnew takes matters into her own hand. I'm sure Romania will say, yes, it was all cat and mouse. We just toyed with them. In reality, Iceland put Romania under some immense pressure. Seven minutes left. There's the writing on the wall for the team in blue. Are they going to stay bottom of the group? Are they going to miss out on qualification to the main round? Well, they'll need to score some goals if they're going to avoid that scenario. That's a nice pass, and that is unlucky. End-to-end stuff now. It's open right up. Both teams coming away with the fast breaks. Iceland will keep possession, but Knutsdotter would have liked to have got that ball into the goal. Tajici having a moan down there on the bench. That'll do. In open play, Haflin-Hildur Skuladotte gets the goal. Still nothing guaranteed yet for either team. As we head into the last 5 minutes or so. And it's Romania who call timeout.
Comandante a două sus. Nu se poate, eu ți-am cerut să nu mai tragi șuturi în scurt, da? Și tu o faci din adis. Hei, te duci din exterior de acolo și o tragi sus. Încearcă să o tragi în vincul, da? Vezi să meargă mingea. Avem 5 minute. Trebuie să dăm gol. Să meargă mingea, vii pe urcare, da? Ioane, vino și susține omul cu mingea. Ia-ți prin plan în permanență. Să le dezorganizăm puțin. Pleacă pitica, mai pleci în circulație, da? Băi, șuturi sănătoasă. Atentă exterior acolo. Nu mai închideți în semicerc.
Dăm gol acum așa.
The Romanian fans are sensing a victory. The Icelandic fans perhaps resigning themselves to another, what might have been. But they've certainly played a lot better than they have done, or rather they did, against Montenegro. Blitzdotter comes in for Bragadotir. But still, only 3 in it, 5 minutes to go. It is possible. Iceland have to believe. Nice pass. Which way is that going to go? Looked like it was an offensive foul. But it's Iceland who keep the ball. Padashiv getting knocked to the floor. Skuladotir deciding to go back out wide again. And still, Iceland keep the ball. Tier getting in on the action with the block. Well, there was space and time. It was from about 11 metres. Needed to have hit the target at least to make Ungurianu make a save. Romania will be in no hurry. Good pass, Stanka. Oh dear. Thrown to the floor. Is that going to be a suspension? I suspect it is. Stella Sigurðardóttir just throwing Stanka to the floor. Geiger will take the penalty. With a bit of luck for Iceland. They come away with it. As it was a penalty, Romania had all their players back bar Geiger, just waiting for them to what looked like a fast break. Obviously wasn't for those of you watching at home. Certainly seeing that wall of Romanian players. Oh, chance here. Brilliantly done. That was really well played. Skuladotir got in behind Romania's defence. Gets the bounce or the little lob over the top and then able to knock that one in. Now just 2 in it. Geiger, good save. Actually, may have come off of the frame of the goal. So quick. Certainly, the keeper, Asmundsdottir, went the right way. And again, oh, she's leading a charmed life at the moment. Is Asmundsdottir? Oh, dear me, that was absolutely crunch time. That really is going to hurt. Geiger closing down number 14, Skúladóttir, who had no idea that Geiger was there. And Geiger opening up her arms and just letting Skúladóttir run into her. But that's really going to hurt. And as for Skúladóttir, that's like, and I'm sure it's happened to some of you, when you're walking down the road, maybe even jogging, you look one way, and then before you know it, you've ran into a tree or a lamppost. That's exactly what that was like for Skúladóttir then. Smack! Straight into Geiger. And it's Skúladóttir who's got up, and Geiger who's feeling the brunt of it. Unfortunately, no harm done to either of them. The end result, in fact, is that Iceland lose the ball because it becomes an offensive foul. And Romania with it. Well, they did have it, not any longer. Into the last 2 minutes. Iceland definitely need to score here. Tajici is going berserk. He is absolutely beside himself on the sidelines, trying to get Romania to do what he wants them to do defensively. And Stanka's just saying, look, calm down, coach. I'm sure she's not saying that because he'd probably be going even more ballistic. But Romania have managed to wrestle the ball back, and they will just amble up the court now and eat up some more precious seconds. They have just about held off Iceland. The draw doesn't really help Iceland. They need a win. Good save. And away they come with it. Oh dear. Would you believe it? Skúladóttir took her eye off the ball, and now Romania can punish them, but brilliant defensive play from Dagny Skúladóttir, number 9, to get back and deny Romania after Haflin Hilda Skúladóttir had taken her eye off the ball, and the chance to shoot has gone, and maybe the chance for Iceland to win this one has gone. Last timeout called by Romania. Well, it's interesting, you know, I was under the impression, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I was under the impression that you couldn't call a timeout in the last 5 minutes, but I believe that's if you still have 2 left. Please, I do stand corrected. I'll have to read up on that one.
Atenție și aici, vine Ionela la urmărire, da? O urmăriți. Pasă bună, dacă nu e pasă bună.
Tajici taking nothing for granted here. Just a few seconds remaining, but he still feels there could be time for Iceland to snick a draw. Well, that looks to me like a coach who's given up. August Johansson. It's almost to say, poof, you've let me down again. Correa in. Romania going to keep this ball now. No passive play warning coming from the refs. 20 seconds to go. Still no signal. And that is that. The goal is scored. Romania lead by 3. Stanka gets sent to the bench for slowing the ball down. 2-minute suspension for her, but it hardly matters with 6 seconds to go. Iceland just haven't been able to do enough, and that's it. The buzzer goes, it's all over. Romania have their win. They have 3 points. And Iceland, with no points, are rooted firmly to the bottom of the table. And they won't be going through to the main round. They really did give it their all. You have to feel sorry for them. They had the lead. They kept Romania's second string at bay. But when Romania brought out the big guns, they just managed to get themselves in front. It was close, but not close enough for Iceland, who leave with nothing. All smiles for the Romanian fans. They've got the job done. It wasn't pretty. Disappointment for Iceland, who came so close. And in key moments, just couldn't finish it off. A couple of drop balls, missed opportunities, missed penalties. Iceland with only one fast break. Romania only converting 2 from 4. And not much in it in terms of goals in regulation, 51-47. Look at that, 18 turnovers to 17. Iceland's problems were in the first 10 minutes of the second half, when they couldn't score just that one goal. But they came good. In fact, 2 goals for Iceland. It was Romania who struggled a bit, but Romania came good in the last 10. Radny top scoring for Romania. And Jonsdottir for Iceland. Well, that just about wraps it up now from match day 2 from Group D here at the Women's European Championships. That's where the goals came from. A few efforts from the wing, mostly though down the middle for Iceland, and from Romania again the middle proving the best hunting ground for them. So this is how the table looks. Montenegro top, Romania second, Russia third, Iceland bottom and going nowhere. We hope you've enjoyed the handball, but for now, for myself, Clayton Lucas, it's goodbye.